Hey, hi, what's up? What's good with you? So, it's Sahar back again with another freaking video. And I just want to talk about the struggle, like how real the fucking struggle is. Guys, I filmed 4 videos and had to delete them all. And one of them I filmed 3 times. 3 motherfucking times. Like, I'm not even gonna tell the story anymore. Because, like, I can't keep on freaking talking about the same thing over and over and over again. I fucking hate that. But I'll tell it at a later date. But I'm not gonna talk about that story now. It's just, I have like a whole new laptop, like all new freaking like equipment shit, like not like brand new stuff, but like not the stuff I was using before. Like, I'm so used to just having my MacBook, doing everything on my fucking MacBook, and now I'm like, I got this dumbass Chromebook. I'm trying to find an editor to edit my videos that will work, and then freaking stupid shit. But I'm here, and I'm gonna persevere, and I'm gonna get a video out to you guys because I really want to. And I've filmed 3 really fucking good videos, and they just got fucking deleted, and I don't want to film them anymore. So who knows when you'll see those. But yeah, today I want to tell you guys the story about how I got high and got caught by my mom. So, just for preface, my mom is like totally anti like drugs, anything. Like she's still like not on like the movement of believing that marijuana is like good for people, like can be beneficial for people. It would probably be beneficial for her because she's so high strung all the time, just stressed the fuck out. She stresses me out half the time. But yeah, so this was back when I was like, how old was I? Probably 16, 17. I think I was 17. But yeah, like I was like a teenager, not like a freshman, like not too young of a teenager, but I was still a teenager nonetheless. And my boyfriend started hanging out at my house sometimes. Not like my mom knew, but like he still was hanging over at my house. And one day he came over and rolled a blunt, and we were smoking like we typically did. And he left me some rollies. And he was like, here's some rollies. Like, if you get some weed, you can smoke, whatever. And he had just that day shown me how to roll a blunt. So one of my friends had been selling weed at the time. She probably does now, but she had been selling weed at the time and had bought a gram from her. I bought a gram from her like that same night. He had left like earlier that day. I had bought a gram from her that same night. I grinded the weed up. I rolled it. And like a fucking idiot, mind you, I'm not a seasoned, like at this point in time, I'm not a seasoned smoker. Like, I'm not like token, like chiefing, like I'm not doing that. Like, I was a social smoker. Like, if somebody had weed, like I would smoke with them and like hit it like 2 times. I'm still pretty much like that, but now I have more of a tolerance. But like back then, like I was not a smoker like that. And I was a fucking idiot and decided that I was gonna take this blunt to the head. Like, smoke the whole motherfucking blunt. Smoke a whole freaking Rillo full of weed to my fucking self like an idiot. Now, I smoked this whole blunt and I was good for like a while. And then like I just started tripping. Like, I was tripping so fucking hard. Like, I felt like I was in a whole different world. Like, I was seeing like different things, different parts of the universe. Like, it was fucking nuts, guys. Like, I really can't even explain how crazy it was. But like, I've never been on acid, but this is how I imagine like a bad acid trip to be. Because I was like in a totally different world at this point in time, and like all these things was happening around me, and I was scared. Like I was scared shitless. I was in my bed, like curled up in the fetal position, like literally like this, because I was like, I wanted it to be over. That's how like fucked up it was for me. So moving on with the story, my mom comes like halfway down the stairs, because her room's upstairs, mine was downstairs, and she's saying, Sahar, do you smell anything smoking? And I'm not saying shit to her because I'm just freaking tripping balls. And she's just like, Sahar, Sahar. And she's calling my fucking name. And I'm just not responding. Like, I'm just trying to freaking, like, compose myself. And she comes in my room and she, like, busts in my room and she's like, Sahar, do you smell something smoking? Mind you, I had smoked the blunt and I was blowing it out my window, but her window was above mine and she had the fan going. So when I was blowing my smoke out, it was coming right back in through her window, like through her fan. And she's like, you smell anything burning? And I'm just like, Mom, I smoked weed. And my mom was pissed because like this is when her boyfriend like first started like coming around and like sleeping over and stuff like that, and he's still with her to this day. This is like 6 years ago. This was years ago. Was it 6 years ago? I don't know, but it was fucking years ago. Anyways, I'm just like, I'm high. I smoked weed, like literally just told on myself because I was scared. I was scared, guys. I was fucking scared. And I did not move from that position. And she's hitting me and she's like, what is wrong with you? Are you okay? And I'm just like, no, I smoke weed. I smoke weed. I'm high. And then she's just like, where is it? I had put the blunt in my backpack, like in the front back pocket of my backpack. And she goes into my backpack and she's like, the blunt was still like burning, like in my backpack. Like it was still smoking. She's like, Sahar, you know, you didn't put this out. Like it's still burning. You didn't put this out. Like I could have burned down my whole house and I wouldn't have even fucking known until I was burnt to the fuck up because I was that fucked up. Like I couldn't even like function. I couldn't do anything. And so she's like, this thing's burning, da 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 da. And I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm high. I don't feel good. Da. And she's like, I'm taking you to the hospital. Come on, we're going to the hospital. And I'm like, no. Like, literally, I'm telling her no because I can't move. Like, I probably could have, but it would have been so uncomfortable for my psyche for me to move at that point in time. Like, I was gripping on to reality. Literally. Gripping on to motherfucking reality at this point in time. So it wouldn't have been fucking good for me to just like be just moving around and freaking out. So she's like, get in the shower. Like still hitting me, trying to get me up, pulling on me. Get in the shower. And I'm just like, no, leave me alone. She's trying to like drag me to the fucking shower. And I'm just like, no, like, I'm fucking fine. I didn't want to go to the hospital. I didn't want to take a motherfucking shower. I just wanted to lay there, trip balls, and just let it fucking pass, okay? And my mom was pissed. So she just freaking shut off my light, slammed the door, and I'm just freaking like laying there, freaking tripping motherfucking balls, okay? And then I come down, like, well, I finally am able to go to sleep because I was like, trying to force myself this whole entire time where like I'm like in a whole different universe, trying to force myself to go to sleep because I'm like, if I go to sleep, by the time I wake up, like I won't be high anymore. Like it will have passed. And I'm trying to force myself to go to sleep and I can't fucking go to sleep. I can't fucking go to sleep. Now, like nowadays, like if I'm too high and I force, like I go to sleep, like I make myself go to sleep, like I can just make myself go to sleep. But like at that point in time, I was just too fucking high. I couldn't go to sleep. Finally, I like calm down a little. I drift off to sleep, wake up the next morning. My mom's pissed, guys. Like she is pissed. She's like, my new boyfriend, like the first time he's around here, you're smoking weed and getting too high and freaking you're embarrassing me. And it's so funny because to this day, like he'll still make jokes about it and my mom still gets embarrassed about it. But then it's just like now, like my mom knows that like I smoke now. Like I still smoke to this day. She knows that. So it's just funny. But yeah, she was so pissed at me the next fucking morning. And like my mom was convinced like my friend had laced the weed with something, or she had gotten weed that was laced with something. And she probably did, because I was tripping out. And like to this day, like my boyfriend, and like when I bring it up to my friends and shit, like they think that freaking that weed was laced with spice. Dude, if that weed, which it probably fucking was, but if that weed was laced with spice, that was fucking nuts. I probably freaking got drugged. I probably smoked fucking spice. I was tripping motherfucking balls. And my mom was pissed at me. And yeah, so that's what the fuck happened. And it was fucking wild. It was wild. Like if I can still see it in my mind, like the trips that I was having. Like I can still see it in my mind. And if I could fucking show you, like take my mind and show it to you guys would be like, what the fuck? That was no fucking weed. And I know it probably was laced. Like I know that wasn't like a regular weed trip. Like no. Like you don't be tripping on weed for real. You just be high and just be like chilling, or either like super freaking high strung. It's just freaking nuts, guys. And I will never buy weed or smoke weed with that girl again. Well, I probably will smoke with her if I have my own weed, but I will never smoke her weed again. Guys, that was so fucking nuts. But yeah, I have so many more fucking stories to tell you, and some of them are like pretty heavy and pretty deep, but I feel like I should ease y'all into this, like into my stories, because a lot has happened in the past 3 years since I posted like my last YouTube video, and I just want to ease back into it. And I really want you guys to get to know me. Like I feel like people could really learn from like the shit that I've been through, like all the good and the bad shit I've been through. But yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.